In today's video, we're going to talk to you about why silence makes your ex obsessed with you. You might be under the impression that after the split that your ex is no longer thinking about you. This is the love of your life and they told you that they wanted to live a life without you. That's not the case. They're still thinking about you. They're still on your mind and you don't think that they're thinking about you at all. People think in absolutes. They think binary. They think X or Y. They think yes or no. Now, yes, your ex may have been cold to you and heartless to you at the time of the split. And that's just because of the fact that they've been mulling over the breakup for weeks and maybe even months before things became a reality. And right now you're suffering in silence. And it's a tough thing to deal with because your ex is probably the person that was with you by your side during your darkest times and they help you get through it. And now this is your darkest time and they're not there. But the thing is, you gotta be brave, you gotta be strong with this, you gotta hold your head up high, take one day at a time and you're gonna get through this. You gotta be strong with this. Because this is the first time that you've been alone in a long time. And you might think that your ex who's moved on wants nothing to do with you. But when you introduce silence into the dynamic, that's when things change and that's when they become obsessed with you. And one of the main ways to get your ex to become obsessed with you is through time.
So you have wounds from the breakup, a lot of pain, like things hurt, the hate, the hatred, the foul words you guys said towards each other, and all that is just tearing you apart inside emotionally. You have so many wounds, but the thing is, like we say in our videos, time is the biggest band-aid. You got to give her time so she can kind of get over the situation, get over all the hate, anger that was inside. Let the smoke kind of settle down, all the dust just settle and just, go away. A lot of cases, yeah, the dust may still be there, but for the most part, let them, whether, it's a guy or a girl, let it figure out where you stand and how you feel and how you really feel. Because once you have that time away from each other, that's when you realize how you really feel about that person. If you guys are together and you guys are constantly seeing each other, a lot of your feelings towards that person are just like, I'm getting tired of being around this person. Just kind of being like annoyed. Because if you're around anybody for too long, you're gonna start getting annoyed by them. It takes a minute for you guys to be away from each other to actually realize how valuable he or she is in your life. That's why we say time is the biggest band-aid. Let the time go by so the wounds can heal, so you can actually realize how important that person was to you.
And another way that silence will make your ex become obsessed with you is that they need to wonder about you. We always talk about on this channel about how space creates doubt, doubt creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates mystery, and with that mystery will come tension, sexual tension. And that space that you've created with your ex when they told you they need space or they need time to think about things, or they just need time to figure out what they really want in life. I'm pretty sure you heard that, and you want to respect their choice, respect their wishes, and give them space. What that space will do, it will allow time for them to wonder about you. You've been with this person for 3 years. Maybe you live with this person, maybe you talk to them over the phone. If you're not physically there, you're not living with each other, you're maybe talking through FaceTime or voice notes or memes or through DMs. Some capacity you're speaking to each other on a daily basis. And now it's nothing. Even though you think that that's the worst feeling in the world to not talk to your ex, they're feeling the same way, even though they're not with you anymore and it was their decision to break up. But they need to wonder about you. They need to wonder what you're doing. They need to wonder about how are you handling the breakup? Why aren't they fighting for me? They're not even calling me anymore. One moment they were blowing up my phone and flooding my DMs, and now it's just nothing. You want your ex to think and ponder and to have sleepless nights and have anxiety, almost to the edge of panic, because at the time of the split, they knew exactly where you were, and you're reaffirming and validating the fact that you're not attractive in their eyes anymore due to your behavior, and it pushed them away. But when you reel things in and you disappear off the face of the earth, they're gonna wonder why you're not acting like every other person acts at the time of a breakup. And it piques their interest. And we know it's hard. I know you want to reach out to your ex right now and hear their voice, because their perfume, their shampoo that they left over your place, or their lotion that they left over, you can smell it. I know you want to call them. I know you want to text them. Something happened at work and you got a promotion and they're the first person that you want to tell, but you can't. You want them to wonder about, I know they were trying to get that promotion the last time, we spoke, and I know we broke up like a couple of days after that. I wonder if they got it. Maybe I should reach out to them, see, just to see if they got it. And I want to, congratulate them. That's exactly what you want.
So another reason why silence makes your ex obsessed is because they're gonna fear missing out. They're gonna see you improving yourself, getting smarter, getting more fit, starting your own business, making more money, becoming a happier person. They're already down and depressed because they're not getting a reaction out of you. You're the person that they love, you're the person they wanna be with, but they see that you're over here moving on, doing bigger and better things with yourself. That's why improvement after the breakup is important. Not only does it attract them to you some more, but you're benefiting, you're actually becoming something instead of some random ass person that sits down and does nothing but watch TV all day and play video games all day. You're actually improving yourself. You're being a better, stronger, healthier, smarter person. That's what you should be doing every single day, in a relationship or not.
Right.
Regardless, you should be improving yourself every single day. Because when people get in a relationship, they get complacent. They do the same stuff. They feel like their life has hit a dead end. They don't try to improve themselves. Oh, I'm getting old. I'm too old to be doing this. I'm too old to be hitting the gym up, man. I can't jog anymore. My body just can't. You guys got to go out, at least go for a walk. Just do something to actually keep your body moving. Just start a business. Even if you got a lemonade stand outside of your house, just do something to improve yourself, to improve your life. And when your ex is over here stalking you like they always do after the breakup, trying to figure out what you're doing, and then they can see that you're actually improving yourself, that's when that fear of missing out is really gonna hit them. They're gonna see you doing better and fear like, man, they're gone. They're out of my life now. They're moving on. They're happy, and I'm still living in my grandma's basement now. We had a nice house together, and now I'm just out here doing nothing. It's all about improving yourself, guys, every single day, and that causes fear at anybody and everybody.
Because human beings, we're wired to want to be communal people, to bond and to join in on activities that other people are doing, whether it's through improvement or fun or learn, whatever. We want to be included. And you've been sharing experiences with your ex. You and your ex probably had great experiences you shared, whether that's being intimate or maybe something transformational. You started a plant-based diet, or she was there with you when you donated a kidney, whatever it was. You shared those experiences. Now you're growing and you're progressing as a person. You're trying to become you 2.0, and they're not a part of that experience. They want to be there because though they are not around, they still love you. They still care about you, and they're missing out on those great experiences that you have, and it's twisting their guts inside, and they're missing out. And that's when the obsession starts. And that fear of missing out transforms into missing you as a result. You were there when their grandmother passed away. You were there when they got their master's degree. When you were there when they lost your job and there was nobody else there for her. You guys moved to Phoenix together. This is the place that you guys moved to. You bought your first home together, and they're thinking about that, and they're replaying all of the great moments in your lives, in your relationship. They're even thinking about the future that you guys had been planning together, what you wanted to name your first child, and where you wanted them to go to school, and where you wanted to get married. And now they feel that I miss him because at the time of the breakup, you were acting one way. The desperation and the neediness pushed them away, and now they have time to see that that was a rough patch, that you're human, that anybody would react like that if they were broken up with. And not only that, they would act like that if you broke up with them. They would act needy, they would act desperate, but now they've had time to realize that, wow, you know what? They were a great person. They were the love of my life. They were my heart, the first person I really fell in love with, and I missed them.
Just in general, just like the smell of their pillow, or the scent used to leave on their pillow. I mean, like, and even like in the middle of the night, a warm body just to like cuddle with. Everybody cuddles, guys and girls, and there's like scientific studies that prove like how it lowers your blood pressure, stress, all that stuff. And it's just like they miss that feeling. They just miss being able to like hold on to you, and just like in the morning, waking up next to you, and your funky ass morning breath and all that stuff. They just
love that.
They just love things that they're used to.
Yeah.
They just start to miss, the breakfast you used to make for them and all types of just like they just miss it. They want you around. It's like it's what they've been used to for the last 9 months of their lives. It's just like it's what they're used to, and they miss it, and it's gone. It's like it's almost like when somebody dies. It's just bam. You walk out the picture, you're no longer there, and it's like man, what did I do? And they start regretting it, like they made a mistake, like almost as if they killed you. You go no contact. You're not talking to them anymore, and they're like, what's going on? He's not in my face begging me or anything. It's like, it's like the same feeling as like I don't want to say the same feeling as killing somebody, but it's like equivalent to like killing somebody. It's like, we're gone, kapow, and you don't hear from them no more, and you start to sit there and think like, man, I want them back in my life now. And that's when she starts to regret things. Some people get a little stubborn, but that's what makes them want to reach out to you, is the fact that they're gonna miss you. That's how you get inside of their head. Now that you're playing games, you're walking away for a reason. You're walking away because they asked you to get out of their life. So you walk away, and as a side effect, what that does is make them miss you. What silence will do to somebody, it'll give them time to even to realize what they did wrong, or what you did wrong, or what went wrong in the relationship. You've been telling her like, hey man, quit leaving your clothes on the floor, put your clothes in the clothes bin or whatnot, and they weren't doing it just because they just didn't care. They didn't think it was a big deal, and then finally fights break out over something small and petty like that. Fights break out, the relationship ends, and then after the breakup, after the silence, she starts to really think about it, like, you know what? I was being pretty sloppy. Why didn't I just put my clothes in the dirty clothes bin? We got in all these fights at least twice a week, all because I didn't want to put my clothes in the little dirty clothes bin. So what silence does, it just gives them time to actually think about, what did I do wrong? Yeah, I messed up. I was the reason why the relationship fell apart.
But they can only get to that point by you extracting yourself from the situation. And that takes a lot of guts, it takes a lot of bravery, it takes a lot of strength to do that. And we understand this is why a lot of people, when they try to go no contact, they end up messing up a lot and making a lot of mistakes. That's a topic that we dive deeper into in this video. So go ahead and click that link to the left, and like I said, we'll go a little bit more in depth about it. Click that. We'll see you on the flip side.
Peace.